everyday heroes.
Oh, this family will have a fabulous story to tell. A woman who went into labor on Sunday as floodwaters from Hurricane Harvey surrounded her apartment was saved, thanks to a human chain of neighbors and firefighters. Soon-to-be parents, Dr. Andrea and Greg Smith, were trapped inside their apartment by Hurricane Harvey, and during that time, Andrea went into labor. Unable to get help from outside the apartment complex, the Smiths realized they had no option but to prepare for a home birth. The Smiths' neighbors, who are also medical professionals, showed up with medical equipment and supplies after someone called for help. Word traveled until eventually someone whose father lived across from a fire station was able to tell firefighters about the Smiths' situation. As water levels continued to rise, the group decided to move the delivery process to the second floor of the apartment complex. When a large garbage truck was spotted outside, Greg ran out in the rain to ask for help, and that's when, to his amazement, he was told the vehicle was actually there for him and his wife. People quickly clasped hands and formed a human chain to help the laboring Andrea through the waist-high water and into the truck. After settling down in the hospital, the couple were given dry clothes and a real delivery room for Andrea to give birth. And at 1:59 a.m. on Monday, the couple's firstborn, Adriel, was born. The volunteers' brave act was captured by neighbors who lived in the same apartment complex the Smiths live in. And that footage has since gone viral across Facebook and Twitter. Keep watching for stories about ordinary heroes saving lives. Burning car triggers a human chain reaction. That joyful screaming you hear is the sound of a delighted crowd that just witnessed a driver being rescued from a burning vehicle. The driver crashed his SUV and went hurtling over a cliff in Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday. The man was suspended by a seatbelt and trapped upside down in the burning vehicle, with his life hanging in the balance. Hero bystanders sprung into action to save the driver, with one man bounding down the cliff to release him. Police arrived on the scene quickly and joined the passerby to form a human chain, dragging the man to safety. But instead of saying thanks, the guys struggled with the cops, seemingly unaware of how close he came to death. It took a huge team effort to save the man, but special mention must go to this good Samaritan behind the camera, who summoned a higher power to the rescue effort.
Left pocket.
You will live. You will not die. You will live in Jesus' name.
The lady was such a great help that she didn't even need to lift a finger. Nope, she just asked JC to intervene, and what do you know? The driver was taken to the hospital for medical treatment, but his condition was unknown. According to police, some of the officers and bystanders who took part in the rescue mission picked up a few bumps and scrapes, but nothing major. It's unknown whether the driver was under the influence of drugs or alcohol or what caused the accident.
Beachgoers form human chain to rescue stranded swimmer. A stunning rescue took place off the shore of Depot Bay, Oregon this past Saturday, and it's all caught on video. Beachgoers at Fogarty Creek State Park pulled a struggling swimmer to shore by forming a human chain. This after she and 7 others were stranded on a rocky outcrop during high tide. 5 people in the group remained on the rocks just offshore and were rescued one by a Coast Guard helicopter Saturday, but 3 opted to take their chances in the surf. According to witness Ray Felly of Portland, who recorded the drama on his phone, the girl had been separated from the other 2 in the water and was struggling when the people from the beach stepped in. The group had been running between high ground and the rocks when high tide came in and trapped them.
Good Samaritans rescue teens and baby after car plunges into river. 2 teenagers and a baby boy were rescued from icy water by passersby after their vehicle plunged into a river in Wisconsin on December 23rd. 19-year-old Nicole Stream was driving with 16-year-old Christina Walenzak and her 5-month-old son along Apple River when she lost control of the vehicle and veered into the water. 2 passersby, Terry and Pamela Bledgen, saw the accident and immediately decided to help. Pamela called the police, while Terry entered the water to try to rescue the victims. He was joined by 2 others, identified as Thomas Cole and Sean Spafford. The men were able to find Stream and Walenzak in the water, but the baby boy was still submerged in the vehicle. Cole used a pocket knife to cut through the baby's seatbelt. The men then successfully saved the teenagers and the child. The three were treated at a hospital. No one sustained injuries in the crash.
5-year-old saves her blind grandma and family dog from burning home. Little Chloe Woods may only be in pre-kindergarten, but she has enough wisdom to know what to do when the house is on fire. Waking up to the sound of the beeping smoke detector on Wednesday morning, Chloe wondered what might be wrong. When she went to investigate, she found the stove in the kitchen had caught on fire. Her mom had left to drop her siblings off at school, so Chloe took it upon herself to wake up her blind grandmother and get her to safety. Her grandmother wanted to get her shoes on, but Chloe said no and insisted they get out. She put Grandma's hand on her shoulder and walked her and the dog outside. Once in the clear, she told neighbors to call 911 and asked for water to help put out the fire. Thanks to her quick thinking, which she learned from a class trip to the fire department in October, no one was in danger for too long. Her teacher started a GoFundMe page to help the family recoup some money for the damages, and after only a day, it surpassed the $5,000 goal. Who needs Superman when you've got a responsible and attentive 5-year-old like this?